Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Back at it again. And it is about that time we get back to it. We got that monthly Privada Cigar Club unboxing. And I'm excited, man. I just got my email from Brian at Privada Cigar Club. I have been a member for a year. I've been a part of this exclusive club for an entire year. And it just kind of feels like I should just keep this going. If you're not a member of Privada Cigar Club, I don't know what you got going on. But first, if you like cigars, bourbon, sometimes dark rum, coffee, sip and see, that type of stuff, you should hit that subscribe button below. We like doing stuff like this on the channel where we can get a little bit more open, talk about a few more things, man, and just enjoy ourselves a little bit more. So we do have our monthly Privada Cigar Club for the month of June 2021. Tonight I am going to be using a Benchmade. I forget what exact model this is, but it does have this like wood grain textury feel to it, man. This knife is something special. I really enjoy this thing here. And so for me personally, man, Privada Cigar Club is one of those clubs, man, you pay $25 a month, plus you pay your $5.95 flat rate shipping, and it's about $31 a month, and they send you 3 cigars. Now these cigars aren't necessarily rare. They may not necessarily be the most expensive. They're going to cater to your palate. So tonight I'm going to be drinking a Rittenhouse straight rye whiskey. This is bottled in bond. Bottled in bond is normally meaning it's under the supervision of the U.S. government. 50% alcohol. This is 100 proof. I have no clue what's in this month's Privada Cigar Club specifically. A little bit of, so you can see what that bottle looks like, just in case you want to snag you up a little bit of that Rittenhouse bottled in bond. I've actually kind of enjoyed this stuff, man. I got this as a gift, and we're going to do this with a, let's see, Pissed Off, Christoph, Hancho Amando Dominicano Gunplay. It's a lot of rhyming. I don't even remember if I got this with my monthly Privada Cigar Club, if I got this at another time. I just know that it's one of those cigars that has a lot of rhyming going on. It is a Lancerno shaped cigar. It is a nice long stick, so that's something I can appreciate with. I am still rocking the favorite cigar cutter. We got that Benchmade cigar cutter with the guillotine type cut on there, and it's just one of those cigar cutters that is just timeless, man. You can use this thing as much as you like and get that nice cut action going. So, let's get into this box, man. I think I'll go with the old school blower torch. Get this mug going. Only reason I say that is, you can hear it. I do have a fan going on behind me, so I didn't want to do the soft torch today. Also don't want to destroy the cigar, but to each their own. Let's kind of slide this out my way a little bit, man. I think I want to do a sip and see also soon. I've been kind of enjoying doing those as well. Got my little cover for today. Still sticking with the challenge coin action from the Marine Corps. I got this one specifically when I was a part of the 2nd Marine Expeditionary Unit. So, everybody likes to see what it's like. Let's go ahead and get that first sip. Yeah, that gets the job done. Now, the thing about a Lancerno type cigars, oftentimes you're always lighting it. It does produce a nice amount of smoke, all that good stuff. But let's get into this box for this month. And so Privada Cigar Club, as I mentioned, man, $25. You in that thing. And you go on the website, you put in the details about your palate. And what Brian and his teams does is they have all these relationships with these different cigar brands. You've heard me say this before. These cigar brands have a certain amount of stock that they mess with, in any different quarter. And you don't want your stock to go bad, but you also don't want to compete against yourself. So imagine that you sell cigars normally for, $14 a stick. your cigars are going to be going bad soon. You don't have the longitude and latitude to sell them. You find somebody that has a club like Privada Cigar Club. You sell it to him at a bulk price. He's able to provide you these quality sticks, and you're able to get quality packaging. It's always well packaged and just always, ready, really well sealed. And it's something that I've quite enjoyed. I also spend a little bit of extra money and get the farmed road. We're going to talk more about the farmed road here in a little bit, but the crazy thing about Privada Cigar Club is they always send you their tasting notes, right? So these guys are smoking 2, 3, I don't know how many cigars a day, but they're going to send you their notes, their opinion about what they have. And then you can take that and use that as a baseline. They give you their tasting notes. They give you their pairing notes. They sometimes give you like a brief history of what you're about to smoke. And so once again, man, let me tell you something, Brian. Let me tell you something, Brian. So Brian, I don't know if he checks this channel out monthly and takes a peek at, the videos that I'm putting out, because I enjoy doing this, man. He doesn't ask me to do this. I'm not getting paid to do this. I have another channel, Marine X, where I do a lot of stuff on man cave stuff. This is something I do long form. And if you know me, I like Connecticut wrappers, Maduro type cigars as well, and Lancernos, i.e. I'm smoking a Lancerno right now. One of the first things I see coming out the box is something that is a Lancerno-like cigar. We're going to learn more about that. But the first thing I see coming out the gate, hands down, is this Big Bird. You got this Big Bird by Aladino, aged 7 months. And this is, what can we say, man? This is the Big Bird. And it reminds me of those days of what Privada when we were messing with the Cookie Monster. Both of them were just really good cigars. And, they usually don't disappoint, man. So the wrapper is Honduran, Habano. The binder is Honduran. The filler is Honduran. So at the end of the day, his tasting notes that he gets on this Spanish cedar, it has a pleasing cheese funk, which I don't even know what that means. Now I have to think about if I eat a charcuterie tray. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. But those trays with the cheese and the meat and all that shit on there that you go to parties and they give you that, I love eating different cheeses. So I'm trying to can I correlate that? Can I pin that together with a cigar? And I guess maybe I'm gonna have to think about that. But he has here for the first third, heavy Spanish cedar, crisp red apple, salt, white pepper, aged Corojo tobacco, a crisp vinegar tang. He also has a cranberry and a cranberry jelly tart. So, we're messing with the Big Bird. I'm assuming that the Big Bird is going to deliver, has an oily smoke. I love oily, rich smoke. This is definitely going to give those cedar vibes off. He doesn't really suggest what time of the day to smoke this, but he does give different pairings, which would lead me to believe that it might be something I might want to smoke in the mornings. I might even smoke this shit tomorrow morning. He suggests you pair this with medium roast coffee, toffee, dulce de leche, anything, bourbon, Heller's beer, slightly sweet iced tea, and seafood. So this is a unique item, man. Definitely a unique stick. Let's think about these Lancernos, man. But if I decide to smoke these bad boys, I know for a fact that it's going to be a whole lot of lighting action going on with these bad boys. This cigar obviously doesn't pass my 5-minute test. You guys know I got this 5-minute test for smoking cigars. I write that down in my little cigar Bible. Let me show you that. So my cigar Bible, I've talked about this before. This is where, I put my notes down. Interlude, my bad. We're in the middle of the box, but whatever. We'll get over that shit, right? I put my notes down for cigars, things I like about the cigars, things I don't like about the cigars. And I'll just write that stuff down. I also tend to actually put take the actual band off the cigar and paste it in here and keep that so I can kind of just know, I stole one of my kids' glue sticks and I just take that and I kind of know exactly what I do and don't like about a cigar. So, I would suggest you keep notes about cigars. That way you can decide if you want to buy a box in the future, so forth and so on. But let's get back to the box, man. Let's get back to the box. So next on the list, we have the Rojas KSG Red Lonsdale Privada exclusive, aged 9 months. Now, this Rojas KSG, it does have a pretty royal, pretty, muted looking band. Really, really chill like. Hopefully you can see that. But it has a Ecuadorian Habano Maduro, wrapper. It has a Nicaraguan binder. It has a Nicaraguan filler. So Noel Rojas is taking the cigar industry by storm. I have heard some things about Noel Rojas. I haven't engaged in any of their cigars. So guess what Brian just did? He provided me my first one. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I'm gonna appreciate that more by just sending you more money next month. We're gonna keep this up, man. And you can watch him on YouTube. And they're really, 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 KSG stands for the king of small gauge. What I would assume that this is a small gauge, right? The notes have barnyard, milk chocolate, cocoa butter on the foot, straight cocoa butter stick on the cold draw, almond cocoa butter. There's a lot of cocoa. Every line has the word cocoa in it. So I'm assuming this is a cocoa type of smoke. It has a powdery smoke, woods, ashy charcoal, roasted nuts, black pepper, roasted salted almonds. This is just a really big, unique description. Cedar, dried herbs, creamy, rosemary. Okay, Brian, listen, at this point, I feel like you just put like every adjective, noun that you could find in like most of Webster's dictionary into this paragraph. Does suggest that you pair this with toasted bread with butter and jam an hour prior. So get that on your palate, get that into your belly. You'll enjoy that. Milk chocolate, vanilla soda, bourbon, cognac, chai tea, after barbecue or steak, lager, vanilla pudding, or cake. So yeah, you can smoke this in the morning, but you can also have this after barbecue. So it gives you a little bit of options. So I'm still leaning towards the Big Bird for tomorrow morning. Now this final one. This is called the Mr. Robot Fumador by Mr. Robot Cigars. Mr. Robot Fumador by Mr. Robot Cigars, aged 1 year. I took this out of the damn plastic. Didn't even mean to, but I guess it'll give you a little bit better look at the actual band itself. So it does kind of give me a Mr. Roboto feel, 1980s kung fu action type of feel on that band. I mean, it says that he's excited by this one. It's an undisclosed wrapper, undisclosed binder, undisclosed filler. So let me put this back in the plastic. I'm kind of excited with all that undisclosedness that we just got on here, man. I'm telling you, man, that's the type of shit that gets me like, all right, this is a very well-known brand in our industry with a very well-known blender behind it. He's not going to give any more information than that. He has a few things in here that just basically talking about is a well-known brand. It's going to be a good ass smoke. On the body, it has apple cider vinegar, chocolate. On the sample, there's a juicy pear note. Cold draw is red pepper, bittersweet, and dark chocolate, toffee, cafe latte earth, and first third is toffee and oak. He does suggest that you pair this with graham crackers or graham cracker crusted vanilla custard. Graham cracker crusted vanilla custard. Who thought I got this cigar I don't know where factory the cigar from, but I got this cigar. I'm going to pair it with a graham cracker, vanilla custard. It's going to be great. Pecan or pecan, depending on where you're from, pecan pie, rye bourbon. Well, look at that. Got a little rye bourbon right here. Sitting here drinking the Rittenhouse straight rye whiskey. I think I make the cut. I also got a Knob Creek back there. That's a panty dropper. If you need to have something to kind of take you ease off the moment. Light and sweet coffee, roasted nuts, dark chocolate, scotch of all types. I'm getting a little bit better with scotches, guys. I will admit. Rye toasted in prior, and caramel, dry fruits, vanilla soda. So here's a note. He took home his first award. He got the Tobacco Businessman of the Year by the Tobacco Business Magazine. And he's saying that this is our award. Can't do it without any of us. And proud to serve us for the last 4 years. I've been on board for a year, but I am glad to be on there. We are Privada. I agree with you, man. I agree with you, Brian. Just a little snippet of what the notes look like on the page, man. So it gives you a little bit of the actual name of it, and he'll give you pairing notes and what he thinks of the item, and so he does give you some good information to kind of help you guide you through your eventual smoke. It's also well packaged. It comes with the little baby, distilled water, which we know these things are great for holding cigars at a good humidity for a temporary amount of time until they can make it into the cigar humidor. So that's a good thing. But hey, guess what? You join Privada Cigar Club. You pay $25 a month. You got your 3 cigars. You're feeling real good. You know what I'm saying? You patting yourself on the back. You're stroking your ego. Your wife is all happy because you got a new hobby. Well, you might as well pay $20 more. $20 more and get 4 more bangers a month. Here's the thing. If you pay for the farmed road, they're going to be unbanded, or they're going to be banded with like some special Privada like band, right? But these are going to be coming from some very exclusive factories. The clerk is almost always Brian, meaning he's the one that tested these hoes out. He knows what they taste like. He gives you a little snippet, a little label, just to kind of let you know what you're getting yourself into. So this is the boutique. This one here is called the exclusive, right? So each one of these cigars, he puts a little paper on there, and he gives you just a couple of tasting notes. He might give you a little description, i.e. this first one that I showed you here, the one that's called the Ultra Premium. It does give you the gauge, so it's a 6x54. It's a La Zona Nicaraguan Habano, berry, herbs, earth, and floral. Smoke it in the evening and afternoon. That's it. That's all he's giving you. He's not going to tell you what factory it came from. Sometimes he won't tell you the binder or the filler or the country, because these are the companies that have overstock. At least this is what I believe. Haven't been confirmed yet, but what other thing could it be? Who else would give unbanded cigars because they're going to go bad? They don't want to compete against themselves. If you own a cigar factory, your cigars are about to go bad. What choices do you have? Cut the prices and give them to your dealers. Now customers think, well, what the hell is wrong with this cigar? I'm used to paying $31 a stick for this goddamn cigar. Now it's on sale for $11.48. That's not going to fly. So Brian's able to procure these bad boys, take off the ban or never put on the ban, providing to us in the farmed row for $20 additional. Every now and again, he'll put in the notes, he'll disclose the price of a couple of these, and they're almost always worth more than the entire farmed road put together. Farmed road is always worth it, man. It's always worth it. I was kind of on the fence about it, but Every time I grab a farmed road cigar, even ones that look like they're going to be peppery and they're going to destroy my palate, and I'm not used to that type of stuff, they're always a banger. So also on the bottom of the farmed road, he gives you a farm spotlight, and he'll give you a little bit of information, not necessarily about which cigar you're smoking, but just to give a farm spotlight. He also gives you room on the very back of the farmed road to put down your own notes, which, be honest with you, Brian, I never use that. I just use my cigar Bible, but I do appreciate having the longitude and latitude to do that. I mean, that's it, man. Like I tell you every month, what else you want from me, man? I know you clicked on this video because you're interested in joining Privada. Listen, I told you about the goddamn cigars for this month. I told you about the farmed roll for this month. I told you that it's a good deal. Now I'm telling you to go to their website, sign up before he closes that shit down. You know what happened in 2020? He shut it down for a quarter. I think it was a whole quarter that it was shut down for new membership. So you're sleeping on it. You're wondering about it. You keep clicking on these goddamn videos every month and you're ready to pull the trigger. Guess what? The club might close. You might want to join Privada while you still can, because I'm not giving my spot up. I'm not going to stop talking about these bangers that I get every month. Why not, man? Why not spread that love? Brian doesn't pay me a plum nickel to do these videos. I pay for these boxes myself. I enjoy these cigars myself. And, you know, I have no reason to do this other than the fact that I enjoy the value that I'm getting out of these boxes. But you know what? If you really enjoy cigar unboxings, man, click right here. I'm going to put another video of some unboxings. You can watch those until you pass out. You know, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment below. Leave a comment. Check out my other channel, man. You like Man Cave stuff? We'll make that happen. In the meantime, I'll holler at you. Thanks for coming back.